Welcome to AI Basics. Today's episode is a special one because this Independence Day, we are asking, where does India stand in the global AI race? And what must we do to lead by 2030? This isn't about tech, it's about vision, scale, and the transformation of our digital future. Our vision is not about trying to clone ChatGPT, Grok, or DeepSeek. It's a vision that works for Bharat and keeps us ahead. So let's break it down in terms of what will it take for India to lead in AI. There are 6 pillars that we need to stand on. Number 1, compute power. Number 2, sovereign models. Number 3, of course, always money. Number 4, talent. Number 5, power, and here I mean electricity. And number 6, innovation, and for Indians, frugal innovation. Before we dive in, let's be clear, the US and China are leading this race, but India has shown what it can do in tech. With UPI, with Aadhaar, with DigiYatra, we're showing the world that we are also a tech powerhouse. And in AI, we're no longer just catching up. We're making bold moves, and this is our moment to choose. Will we rule or be ruled in the AI age? Let's first talk about compute, the brains of AI. In June of 2025, India pulled off something unexpected. We didn't just meet our target of 10,000 GPUs for AI development. We crossed it, we crushed it, we crossed 34,000 GPUs. That's more than triple what was expected. Through the National AI Compute Program, the government is deploying 18,000 GPUs to support startups like Sarvam, Socket Labs, Gyani, and many others. It signals a massive step forward in building our own AI compute backbone. But let's break down what this really means. GPUs are the AI powerhouse. AI runs on graphical processing units. Think of them as the brains behind AI. Without them, there is no Claude, there is no ChatGPT, there is no Grok. And AI needs a lot of them. Let's understand how many. GPT-4 was trained on 25,000 NVIDIA GPUs. Sam Altman now wants 1 million GPUs for his next-gen models to be deployed by 2025. He's already just deployed 100,000 GPUs in Norway. The race is on to stockpile GPUs. So what is India doing about this? We're taking bold steps. The India Semiconductor Mission is investing 76,000 crores to build chip infrastructure right here at home. Micron, Tata, and Tower Semiconductor are setting up fab and assembly plants. And we've got chip design talent right here in Bangalore. You'll be shocked to know most of the chips have been built by them. Number 2, sovereign models, AI that gets Bharat. Let's face it, AI trained on Western data often misses the mark for India. We speak dozens of languages, our fabric is complex, and our challenges are unique. That's why India is building sovereign LLMs, models built in India, trained by India, for India. What's the real momentum? Over 43 Indian LLMs are under development right now. Krutrim AI leads the pack, a 2 trillion token Indian language unicorn from 2024. Sarvam AI got chosen by the government to build India's first sovereign LLM with voice and reasoning capabilities. They gave it access to 4,000 GPUs under the AI mission. Meanwhile, Bharat Gen AI is creating open-weight, multimodal, multilingual models for 22 Indian languages with real-world pilots. Let's talk about why sovereign AI isn't optional. Number 1, language access equals inclusion. We cannot have an English-only AI. Number 2, cultural relevance. Understanding our culture and our philosophy leads to better decision-making by AI models. Number 3, most important, data privacy. India-centric models means the data stays in India. In a world where we are seeing lots of geopolitical shifts, anything can happen anytime. Anything can disrupt access. Relying on foreign APIs is risky. Even open source tools can be pulled or restricted. India must pilot its own AI. It must be scalable and it must be sustainable. At number 3 is money. Money, money, money. The fuel that's still missing. Let's be real, building AI at scale needs serious money. GPUs, data centers, energy, research, model training. We've seen US companies investing $400 billion, and this is just the top 5 companies. All of it burns cash faster than a rocket launch. So where does India stand? Let's first talk about government investment. Under the India AI mission, the government has committed around 10,000 crores. That's about 1.25 billion. It covers infrastructure, compute clusters, talent skilling, and support for LLMs. Sounds big, but here's some perspective. We spend $78 billion every year on defense, $78 billion, and just $1.25 billion on AI. Our AI budget is just a drop in the ocean. The government has taken a solid first step. We're building GPU grids, national AI compute infrastructure, and also investing in semiconductors. Let's talk about the startup ecosystem and what's happening in the startup scene. It's heating up. Indian startups are expected to raise somewhere between 1 to 1.25 billion. All this in the first half of 2025. And there's been a major milestone in 2024. Krutrim AI became India's first AI unicorn. It raised $50 million and is building a homegrown foundation model trained on Indian languages. India's Fractal is also eyeing an IPO. We are seeing the data center boom and it is real. Over 45 new data centers are being built across India in major hubs like Hyderabad, Chennai, Noida and Mumbai. They're backed by Adani, Reliance, Microsoft, Amazon, Google and more. Compare this to the world. China has launched a 47 billion fund for just semiconductors. France has committed 117 billion for AI infrastructure. Saudi Arabia, just a cool whopping 100 billion. But India's number at 1.25 billion, even if we add the capital that's allocated to semiconductors, feels like pocket change in comparison. So here's the question. We have engineers, we have scale, we have startups building great tech. But we need one more thing. Capital with courage. Because if we want to lead in AI, we need India's government, India's investors, and India's industrialists to step up, not just sit on the sidelines. Number 4 is talent, and this is where India's hidden superpower comes up. We've got the numbers, we've got the skills, and we've got the experience, since we've already built the backends of the digital world of AI. We're number 1 globally in AI skill penetration, ahead of US and China. And even on GitHub, we are number 2 in terms of submitting code. That's huge. And our engineers aren't just writing code. They're designing GPUs, optimizing LLM pipelines, and running backend infra for global AI giants. Now let's talk about the global backbone built in India. Companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, and HCL, they're already managing some of the world's largest AI projects. Let that sink in. The people who are building AI for the world are sitting in Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Pune. And the next wave is coming. India's national education policy, NEP 2020, now includes AI in school and university curriculum. AI clubs, Gen AI courses, and boot camps are becoming mainstream. Microsoft alone is training 10 million Indians in AI skills by 2030. Add to that, new national AI skilling centers are coming up to train youth across the country. This is the edge we already have. In the age of AI, the biggest advantage is knowing how to work with AI, and Indians are learning fast and riding the curve. And number 5, this is power. This is the silent engine behind AI. AI doesn't just run on code. It just doesn't run on GPUs. It runs on electricity and lots of it. Every GPU you deploy needs serious power. Where does India stand? We're not at US or China scale, but we've got some unique advantages: affordability, solar capacity, and sustainability. We've got some of the largest deserts and one of the largest solar programs in the world. At number 6 is frugal innovation, our jugaad mindset. This is India's secret weapon. Let's be honest, we cannot outspend the US or China. But what if we don't have to? India's edge may just lie in this fact of frugal innovation, using ingenuity, scale, and jugaad to punch above our weight. Take Pragna 1B, a multilingual model from AI researcher Rajat Uppalwad. It was trained on 300 billion tokens, the cost at just $250,000. He introduced a new concept called balanced tokenization, a novel technique to handle India's complex language mix. Final result, a 1.2 billion parameter model that behaved like a much larger one. That's frugal AI at its finest: smart, lean, and built for Bharat. Frugal innovation isn't just a mindset, it's also happening at the tech layer. The costs for GPT 3.5 level AI have dropped 280 times between 2022 and 2024. Open weight models now perform within 1.7% of closed models like GPT-4. Hardware costs are dropping 30% a year. Energy efficiency is improving by 40% annually. These trends are lowering the cost of advanced AI, and India is perfectly positioned to take advantage. What does this mean? India's model doesn't have to copy Silicon Valley. It can be leaner, open, and purpose-built for real-world impact. We need an AI that works for our 1.4 billion people, and that's a challenge we ourselves are uniquely positioned to solve. India doesn't need to be the next ChatGPT, Grok, or DeepSeek. We can build something else, an AI that understands Bharat, an AI that is inclusive, multilingual, and responsible. If we can build UPI, Aadhaar, and DigiLocker, we can build world-class AI too. But this moment needs more than slogans. It needs investment, speed, and vision. What's at stake? Not just GDP, but jobs, sovereignty, and India's digital future. What's the final thought? What would your dream AI for India look like? That's your question for this Independence Day. Let's not just celebrate freedom. Let's fund it, let's code it, and let's lead it into the age of AI.